In this video, I'm going to show you how to make the assembly of your puzzle cube. So if you notice, I already have all 5 parts of my puzzle cube done, and over here on the right side, I have my sketched assembly so I know how it goes together. So the first thing you're going to do, go up to your little icon up here, and we're going to go to New, and we're going to do an assembly. So it brings up your assembly file. The first thing you got to do when you do an assembly is choose which part you want to start with. I'm going to start with this part, this black part up here. I have part 1, and I'm just going to hit place, and I'm going to find part 1, and I'm going to hit open, and it places it in there. Now it's already in there, so I'm going to right click, hit OK, and there's my part. Now if you notice, my part isn't in the orientation I want it. I want it to look like it is over here. So I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to position up here, actually sorry, right here. I'm just going to rotate my cube so it looks just like I want it over here. So now it looks like it does on this sheet. Okay. Next thing I do is I'm going to place my other components. Remember, this component is grounded. You can see it by the pin, so I can't really move this anywhere. I'm going to place, and now I'm going to select all my other parts by holding Shift, hit open, and now all at once, all my other parts are in there. Right click, hit OK. So I have them all in there. Now I can just grab onto them to move them, and that blue part's in its correct orientation. My orange part's in its correct orientation. This white part over here is not in the correct orientation. So what I'm going to do, I moved it, then I'm going to click rotate, and I'm going to rotate it around so it's in the correct orientation, or at least close to it. Let's see. Well, that's good enough. It's at least at that side there. And then my red one over here, I'm going to do that same thing. Oops. I want to grab onto it, move it, and rotate it. There we go. It's kind of close. At least that L looks like it's on top. Alright, hit escape. That'll get you out of that. Alright, now I'm going to start constraining it. So I'm just going to move some of these parts out of the way. First thing I'm going to do is the orange one. I'm going to go up here, hit constrain. And first thing I do is I'm going to get this side here lined up with this side. I'm going to use a flush for that. Or flush aligned sides. Puts them in line with each other. You get a little click. Then I'm going to hit apply. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate to the back here, and I'm going to flush this side and that back side. Hit apply. Now, if I come back to my view here, oops, let's go home, I'm going to rotate around to the back. Right. Hit cancel so I can show you this. I can only move this up and down, so it's telling me that I have 1 degree of freedom left. So I'm going to hit constrain, and I'm going to use a mate now. So I have mate selected, and I'm going to mate this side, or the face, to the bottom. Hit apply. So cancel to get out of it, go back to this view, and now that orange piece is locked in. I cannot move it. Alright, so the next piece I'm going to do is my red piece here. Brown in here, red in here. So I'm going to constrain. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to flush this face with one of these two. It doesn't matter. Okay, that lined them up. Hit apply. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mate this face to the back here. Hit apply. I'm just going to cancel out of here so I can move it. And now again, I can only move it up and down. So next thing I do is I'm going to do another constrain. I'm going to mate this face. I'm going to lock it in to the bottom here. Hit apply. Go back to my view here. And now, just cancel. I can't move anything. If you can move it, you didn't do it right. So we should be set there. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this shape right in here. That's what it tells me to do. That blue one's going in there. So I'm going to constrain. First I'm going to flush this side to this side. That aligns those. And then I'm going to hit apply, flush this side to that side. Hit apply. This can cancel it to show you what we got going on. Again, I can only move it up and down. Systematically eliminating degrees of freedom. That's the idea. And now I'm going to mate again this one, this side, and that side. Hit apply, cancel, get out of it, go back to my view, and now that's locked in. Alright, the next one I have to do is a little bit harder. I have to get this piece in there. Okay, so to do that, maybe it's not really harder. First thing I do is I'm going to constrain. I'm going to flush the top of this piece with the top of this piece. That'll kind of change my orientation here so they'll line a little better. Hit apply. So now at least they're kind of lined up. Now I'm going to flush this piece and this edge. Hit apply. I'm just going to cancel to show you this. I'm going to do this whole thing with just flushes. Now I can just slide this one back and forth. Now I could mate this surface to this one over here, and that would work just fine. I'm just going to do this one with all flushes because it doesn't matter what you do. I'm going to flush this side to that side. Apply. Get out of here once, and now I can't move it. Everything's locked into position. Now when I hit home, it takes me to this view. But I want my cube to look like this. So I'm going to just rotate my cube around until I get that view. And that's the view I want. And then I'm going to right click on my cube, set current view as home, fit to view. And then I'm going to click on this side, which says back for me right now. And I'm going to set current view as front. Now when I rotate this any which way and I hit home, it takes me to that home view. So that is how you assemble your cube. Escape to get out of there, and your cube should be assembled. Then when you're all finished, don't forget to save it. So just hit save. Hopefully it's in your project. And notice all your parts are gone because this is a new type of file. It's a .iam, so it's an assembly. So just save it as puzzle cube assembly. Hit save, and you are finished with your assembly.